Hey, it's Matt with the Nine Minds. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a good weekend. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I got a very important message today. It's about addiction, depression, anxiety, all these things that people are struggling with really bad right now. A lot of people are in some dark places and they want to get out. They're depressed, they have anxiety. And if you're one of these people that are struggling right now and want some tips, some advice on how to get out of this cycle of victimhood and move into the cycle of being a victor instead of a victim. I want to talk a little bit about that today. If you like my content, hey, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell. You'll get instant notifications when I upload. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. So I want to talk about the state. There's a lot of people that are in a state of depression, anxiety, learn helplessness. I got a video. You can check it out. I'll leave a link for my videos above. People are stuck in this cycle of learned helplessness. Life is not easy. Life will never be easy. Life is a road that is very rocky. But if you can learn to internalize and accept and understand and grow wisdom and start to learn the ways that the mind works and how learned helplessness works. People are stuck in a state of learned helplessness, and this is caused mainly by society and everything that is going on because people feel helpless. People feel like they can't get out of where they're at in the time of their life. And I want people to know you can get through anything. There was a time in my life where I thought I couldn't get through I thought I wasn't going to make it another day. I literally was at a point where I did not know if I would make it another day. And I was stuck in this learned helplessness. I was stuck blaming everybody else for my problems. And this is part of the problem, is when we blame others for our own problems, we're not taking responsibility for our own actions and what we are doing in life. Because in life is more about responding than it's how you respond to life, how you react. And you shouldn't react, you should respond. So how does someone get out of the state of learned helplessness? Do you understand that people that are very successful, people that have made it out of depression, people that have made it out of anxiety and all the learned helplessness and all these different things, these people failed more times than they have succeeded. They have failed more times than they have succeeded. Now, if you don't give up, you will make it. And if you continue to learn, progress, learn about how the mind works, learn about how society works, and don't give up. If you don't give up and you're always trying to find a way to make things better, to advance in life, or if it's a career, if it's, your emotional state, your anxiety, your depression, you learned helplessness. A lot of people are stuck in this cycle right now in life, and it's a very bad place to be in. And I understand, I've been there before, but there is a way out. And people just quit too easy. They think it's too hard, they'll never be able to do it, but that is already putting the doubt into your mind that you can't do something when you are capable of anything. Any person that has succeeded has failed more than they have succeeded. Now, when you're dealing with anxiety, depression, addiction, this is a very serious thing right now on the planet. People are dealing with it more than ever, and we need to learn how to get out of this state of learned helplessness. And by getting out of it, you can jump out of that cycle and move forward. And you have to start taking responsibility for your own actions, what you have done to get yourself in that position. Even if someone else did some stuff and put you in a position, it was still your responsibility on how you react or how you respond, because we should not never react, we should always respond, because there's a big difference. Reaction is off emotions, responding is off of critical thinking, thinking about what you want to do and then taking action and taking a step. Now this is very important that people start to get away from all the negativity in their life, all the the stuff that's bringing them down to a low vibration frequency. We need to be up here at a high vibration frequency. We need to be feeling good and good about ourselves in order to advance. But sometimes it's very hard to get out of that state. It can take months, it can take a year, it could take it could take a long time. It depends who you are, where you're at, and what you're dealing with. But taking responsibility is the first action, and responding to what the situations you're going through in your life. And people need to not give up. When people get stressed out and give up because they think it's too hard, it's something they can't do, you're already putting that failure into your mind. But like I said, again, you will fail until you succeed. And except for if you give up. If you give up, you ain't gonna make it. That's why you cannot give up. You just fail forward. Fail forward. Every time you fail, learn from your mistakes and go back and evaluate it and see what you need to do different and how things could be different and turned out different, and analyze these things and think about them and actually rationally think about them with no bias or hatred or envy or all these things that only create misery within yourself. Because when you have resentments or you hold grudges or whatever it is, it's only hurting yourself. Once you learn how to get out of that little box that the society wants you to be in, you can start to find freedom. You start to find freedom within yourself by working, doing things that are changing the cycle that you're in, so you can go forward and get out of that loop. And there's lots of different things. There's there you can go to a psychiatrist, which I would psychiatrists are very good. They know what they're doing. They know, they went to school for this stuff, but a lot of times they want to just give you prescriptions. And I don't feel prescriptions are the answer for our problems. I feel that it's a band-aid covering a wound, and that wound will never heal without that band-aid being taken off and the problem being dealt with. And this is what so many people are stuck with. They put band-aids over problems, and they just try to move on, move forward, and then it all builds up and builds up. And when you're in addiction, you tend to not think rational. You tend to think irrational, and you react instead of respond. And I've been there myself, and I know how it feels. I know how hard it is to get out of this cycle, but you can do it as long as you don't give up. You need to be resilient. You need to be very resilient to life and how you move and what you do in life to make your life either better or worse. Because you can either move forward or move backward. But even if you try to move forward and you fail, at least you're failing forward and you learn something from it, take something from it, and then you know what you need to do different next time. Life is a process. It's a process, and nobody's gonna have an easy life. Nobody's gonna have a here's everything, and even if you did get handed everything, you're still gonna have the problems. No one's gonna go through life without problems. People with addiction should really look into how addiction really works, and maybe I'll make a video about that. I do have a video about addiction, but it was kind of my story of what I went through and how I managed to get out of addiction. And no one's perfect. No one's perfect, and if you try to hold yourself to a standard that's not you can't get there, you're never gonna get there. So I suggest take small steps at a time. Each day, try to do one thing that's going to make your life better. If you do one thing, if you meditate, start meditating, start working out, start doing service work, helping other people. There's so many things that you can do to raise your vibration, your frequency, which will take you out of depression, anxiety. And meditation is key to dealing with depression, anxiety, and addiction, because once you can chatter all that or calm all that chatter in your head, you can slow it down, and that's where all the anxiety comes from. That's where all the depression, addiction, because your mind's going 100 miles an hour and you don't know how to stop it. There's meditation practices. I got a video. You can go check it out. It's in my videos that I left a link to earlier. But meditation, being kind, making the right next decision, and always looking at what you have done and how you can do something different to make it a different outcome, and always fail forward. Do not fail and learn nothing from a failure, because if you learn nothing from a failure, that failure is only going to bring you back. If you learn something from it, you're failing forward. And I think that's one of the most important things people need to know these days, that everyone's going to fail, everyone's going to struggle, but the people that are going to make it are the people that don't give up, that keep analyzing their decisions and making the right decisions, and learning which way to move and how you should move and how you should not move in life. And this will get you to a higher state of being, having faith in something higher, and understanding that there's a process. This is all a process that we're going through. Everyone in life is dealing with some sort of battle, some sort of struggle, and in order to deal with it and get out of that, you have to learn how to control your mind. Your mind is the most powerful thing, and once you can learn to control your mind through meditation and stuff like that, it really will excel you and help you get farther in your journey. And we all have a journey, we all have a story, and we all have been through stuff that is hard to go through and to get back up. But if you get back up, you will not lose, you will not fail. Just keep getting up and moving forward. This is, I think, the most important thing is just failing forward. You need to fail forward, otherwise you're not getting nothing out of your failure, because you're gonna fail. The person that made a light bulb failed hundreds of times before he got it right, but when he got it right, he got it right. The last thing I want to say is we gotta toughen up. We gotta toughen up our skin, our mental state of being, and keep moving forward, keep progressing, keep trying, keep learning different ways. Go onto YouTube, check out some other channels. There's a lot of people out here with a lot of great advice. That's partially how I moved forward in my life, was learning how the brain works, how addiction works, how society works, and it can put you in a box, how to get out of that box. But this message right here is, I don't want people to give up, because once you give up, you're done. You don't give up. If you fail, get back up, brush it off, and keep going. I love you all. I'll talk to you guys later. Please spread this message. There's someone on your timeline that needs to hear this, and it's such an important message that we just be the victor of our story. Do not be the victim, because you can either live in a state of victimhood or victorhood, and you want to be the victor. I love you all. Please, once again, if you like my content, subscribe below. Hit that bell. You'll get instant notifications when I upload. And please, like I said, share this. If it meant something to you, please leave a comment below. I really appreciate the feedback. If there's anything else that you have to let people have input on, or want a video made, let me know and I'll work on it. So I love you all. I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great day.